This is All Things Transformers, Episode 1, recorded August 9th, 2008. Welcome to the debut episode of All Things Transformers. I'm your host, Steve/Megatron. The purpose of this podcast is to feature discussions with other possible hosts and fans on the Transformers as a whole. We will also feature some small Transformer-related news tidbits, but we'll leave most of that to various other TF podcasts, such as TF Wire and TF Anonymous. In case you're wondering, yes, I am the same Steve/Megatron from the TF Wire War Stories podcast. Hopefully, I'll do a little bit better than I did in that series. In any case, I will also be launching my own versions of War Stories called Battle Protocol, which will be a PredaconEmpire.com production. And yes, I also own that long-running TF site. We are in the progress of adding more Tory reviews, Teletran entries, which are profiles and character analysis, and various other audio and video clips to the site. But I digress. This episode will be a short one, as I'm recording solo this week. This podcast may or may not be a weekly/bi-weekly series. It'll all depend on your input. I will also try to get possible guest hosts on the show from other TF podcasts and fans who'd like to participate in roundtable discussion topics. We will also feature listener questions, but obviously, since this is the first episode, we won't have any. Anyways, on to the news. First up this week is a new Transformer Generation 1 game. It's a limited time demo on Glue Mobile, also TransformersMobile.com. It's loosely based off the Transformer Generation 1 mythos, and I actually played the demo on there. It's pretty fun. The demo, it's obviously very pixelized because it's a colored phone, but at the same time, when it shows those close-ups and they're speaking, it resembles the Dreamwave IDW designs for the heads. Second up is Bernie Mac, dead at age 50. The actor-comedian passed away early Saturday morning. His death, they're saying, had to do with pneumonia. His most recent role for Transformer fans that knew him, he was Bobby Bolivia, the used car salesman. Sold Sam Bumblebee. Some of his other well-known roles were in the Ocean's movies. Up next is Transformers Revenge of the Fallen has halted shooting for 4 weeks due to Shia LaBeouf's hand injury, so they're currently filming other aspects of the movie at this time, and there's no indication currently on the delay or the effect on the film. Rumor from Chud.com reports that Transformer movie Megatron to return as a tank. This is mostly just rumor right now, as the director and producers and everyone associated with the Transformer movie are purposely leaking false information. So until we hear anything official, this should just be treated as a rumor. Has anyone seen that new Transformer movie mystery car? Well, that mystery car is a Corvette Centennial design. It's currently in the concept model. It is released upon the 100-year anniversary of GM, which could have something to do with why it looks so funky and doesn't really resemble a Corvette. They're saying that it's supposed to be a cross between past, present, and their future on GM designs. Up next is Chevy officially releases details on the Bumblebee Camaro. apparently Chevy is planning to unveil the Camaro to showroom floors in early spring of next year. The car is to range under 50,000. It's also going to have an LS, LT, and SS model. The LS and LT will feature a 3.6 liter V6 engine. The SS will have two different versions. One will be a 6-speed automatic, 6.2 liter V8. The other one would be a manual transmission, 6.2 liter V8 engine. This car will get between 23 and 26 miles to the gallon, which is pretty damn good for a sports car. But wish I could afford it, but I'll at least get to drive one because I work at a Chevy dealership. Well, that's all for the news week, and again, for submissions, questions, comments, listener questions, and ideas, please visit the podcast section of the PredicaunEmpire.com forums, or send an email to podcast@PredicaunEmpire.com. Coming soon will be the podcast.PredicaunEmpire.com podcast section, and I'm currently working that as I speak. Anyways, this is Steve/Megatron, signing out.